I dreamt that right before I came up here, I got really nervous, and I started off with a story about a time when I peed my pants. So I jumped up out of bed, and I thought, I hope that doesn't happen. So anyway, I was in the 3rd grade. And my teacher, Mrs. Defoni, she asked the class a question. She said, how many of you believe that the answer is X? And I knew the answer was X right away, so my hand shot up. But remember, I was in the 3rd grade. And I sat in the back left corner of the room, and I could see the whole other class, and not one other hand went up. So my hand started to come down real fast. But my teacher, she caught me. She said, don't you dare put your hand down. So I kept my hand up. She said, I want everybody in the class to turn around and look at Christian because he's the only one with his hand up. And I'm like, and it was in that moment where I think I peed my pants. Shoot, I told the story. She said, I want everybody to look because Christian is the only one who got the answer right, but he was going to put his hand down because the rest of you got it wrong. Then she looked me in the eyes and she said, in life, when you know you're right, it doesn't matter what everybody else is doing. You do what you know is right. And that moment changed my life. As I grew up and my bladder got stronger, I became a university professor. And I would frequently teach the concept of diffusion of responsibility. Sounds like a fancy term, but what it means is the more people who are around in a given situation, the less obligation we all feel to actually act. So if you're in a really crowded space and someone calls out for help, you're most likely going to think, well, there are a lot of people around, someone else will help. But I always taught my students, and I'm saying to you today, is that once you're aware of this concept, it is your job to act when people are in need.